Hello, this is Grinstar, and I am looking at Arrangement KING. It's software that I bought a couple weeks ago. I saw it on VST Buzz, and I didn't think nothing of it. And then I came back and thought, you know what? I have a lot of... Actually, I was doing a song, and I looked at it, and I don't even think about arrangements. I need something probably to help me guide me into it. And I thought, you know what? I'll give this a try. I think it might still be out there. Maybe not at the time of this recording. But basically what this does is, if you can see it right now, it has kind of a genre and then a song type of thing. What this does is it allows you to pick songs that you may or may not know, and it'll change the arrangement of the thing down here to that song. Which a lot of these maybe generic or something, but basically you got your intro, and then you got your name of it, like the cadence, or there's oh, this is ambient, that's why. There you go, there's something more notable. Intro, verse, solo break, bridge, chorus, verse, and these are all kind of modifiable. You could say instead of 32 bars, I want like 8 maybe for that, and then do it that way. You can arrange them and do it like that and keep it at 32 bars, but only play 16 parts of it. This is a VST plugin, so you can drag and drop it onto the thing. So I got it down here. So basically, kind of like assign the genre. Oh, and it assigns the names to the genre. That's kind of cool. And then these are based on songs. You can import more songs if need be. Like this one's a 9 minute example, or 12-minute example here. 12 minutes. There you go. There's a lot of sections that basically you can get the idea, and then what it does is you can drag and drop it onto the Bitwig here, or any other VST particularly. And then it gives you a rough workaround on what you want to do with what you've selected. So basically now it's like, hey, there's my intro. It goes up to at least the 33rd bar, so 33 bars, great. There's the transition. It's another additional 49 bars. That's up to here. Oh, it goes up to 49 bars, so it's 16 bars in itself. That's kind of cool. And it allows you to kind of overall give a template of what your track looks like. Not only that, let me go do a smaller one, like a 2-minute one. There you go. It gives you an idea on length too, by the way. You get Bitwig here. So if we go here, drag and drop, now we have a 2-minute song, which I'm normally used to. So let's close this. Let's kind of move the track I was working on in my last video. And let's dupe the crap out of it, and you'll see why. And that snare duplicated weirdly. Don't try this at home. Okay, so realistically, what this is supposed to do is you're supposed to get on these ones and then put Arrangement KING on the tracks that you want to mess with, and it should sync up to the main one. Kind of like Scalar does. Give me a second. All right, now with this one, is what you do on each track is you go, okay, I'm on the void track, which I think is the, actually, and I meant to put it on this one, which it's gonna have the arpeggiator, because, actually, no, I'm wondering if this works without. This is a good test. Okay, so my arpeggiated sequence, I don't want it on the intro. I want it on any of the heads. Turn the head. There we go. And there we go. So it's only going to be for these sections. So what you can do is for each of the tracks that you have. Let's say my bass here. I don't want it on this. I want it only on those. It will turn it off. So let me mute. All right, let me make sure that this is turned on for... No, that's turned off. That's turned on. All right, so... First, I gotta go past the sections. You notice that the bass turned on when it hit that section? So basically this mutes sections for you, and that's why we put it on all the tracks, because basically allows us to turn on and off the things. But my thing isn't working, and that... Okay, hold on. Because it should have turned on at least the arpeggiator and... Right, and so if we could turn it off, turn it back on. I wonder if it has to go at the beginning to... Oh, that's... because I'm looking at the Arranger King for the CZV. No, that might not be Arranger King's problem. That might be the kind of the quirkiness of how Scalar is working. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's Scalar's quirkiness of how I'm running this track, but it does look like it does mute the whole track together. So if I instead of having some, I'm curious if I have like some really long. Give me a minute. Okay, so I made it so that there's MIDI coming through, so that at least I think it's a Scalar thing. If I had anything else, it probably still would work. So let me put back on the Arranger King, and let's go to, like, say here. That is weird. All right, let me not work with that. Let me try the snares. So let's say no snares there, and then no snares there. So hopefully you can see how this can help you build kind of arrangements by turning things on and off. Now the quirkiness with scalar, I don't think is a majority of a problem. These, you got simple things on here. So if I had probably something that constantly played, let's get scalar out of the mix, and then let's try something else. And give me a second. I think it only works with MIDI data. It probably cuts it off right here, because I'm trying with the note grade here, and it appears to be ignoring the motion to stop. So yeah, that's weird. So if we go to, was it 33 here-ish? Oops. Duplicate. Probably the wrong thing to duplicate. Try this one. Hopefully it's not too obnoxious. We go past 33. This one seems to like totally not. Oh, I have it off. Sorry. No wonder it's not paying attention. When did I do that? There it goes. All right, hold on. All right, so because I had it off, it was messing with the whole thing, and now it behaves. I have just the note grid going, so there's nothing down here. All right, let me. All right, when you use it correctly and you don't have it turned off, like myself, it works really well. So, at any rate, long story short, and very long, it looks like it's something that can help you with kind of arrangements if you want to turn off and on. And I think it's just muting the areas. It syncs with your DAW, which is really nice, and it gives you a way to play around with arrangements, play around with turning on and off tracks, and being able to kind of go and duplicate things. You can, like I said, you can import stuff. It's a string. It's really easy. You just put it in right here, and basically it'll import a new song on the website. There's plenty of songs on the website. There's a lot of information on like what these things actually mean, so I can go look it up. There we go. That's actually a good demo of what turning off and on does. You can do the length here. You can change what this actually means. You can change it to like a solo, and look at change the size of it. You can add. So I want to add another head to it, or I can duplicate. I can delete it. I can move. The only thing I don't like is you can't change and move them around. That would have been nice. At least intuitive to me for some reason. But overall, I mean, just duplicating or change or do add to kind of says, okay, well, I know what I want to do between the stuff, and here's all your sections. You can have all your different sections and be able to kind of arrangement and do stuff. And thus, I thought I was going to make a lot more jokes about the name of it, but it turns out I didn't. Here's the joke. It'll make me a king of arrangements. There you go. But overall, I think this thing could be helpful if I remember that I own it. That is awesome. It also helps you make a MIDI sequence or a MIDI to help you with visualizing the MIDI in Bitwig. It allows you to do this. This doesn't work only in Bitwig. This also works in a lot of other DAWs. They're listed on the website. But realistically, this is actually a pretty cool little toy, or VST that you know pretty much says, hey, I need to be better at making arrangements for my music and knowing when to turn off and on things, or when to change it up, or when to do transitions. And this goes, you know what? I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna give you a simple layout, and then you can follow it if you want to or not. You could change the layout and do stuff. So overall, I think it's pretty cool. It'd be kind of cool if it. I know this is be impossible because it's all in MIDI, but it gives some sort of names or something. Maybe I don't know. But if you got all the other ones, you could pretty much see what it's trying to do. So I'm wondering if the main synced up. Yes, it did. So as you can tell, it's a little bit different than this. So let me update it. Boom, and there's my new arrangement. Pretty awesome little helper utility here for visualizing it. Must admit, I like it. I like it a lot. I like the fact that it helps. So anyway, I hope you liked the video. It's kind of in my usual way of doing things. Both pretty chaotic and overly hopefully pretty helpful. And if you're thinking that this might be something that you'd enjoy, I'll probably use it for a bit myself, because it definitely does look helpful to me. All right, anyways, hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and I will catch you later.